welcome to all you people who've got planets, the sun, the moon, an ascendant in Aries, or even what we call a stellium, a couple of planets in Aries like a Venus or a Mars or a Mercury. Welcome to your February general horoscope. What is going on for you? Well, it's a very important month for Aries people because there's a huge shift going on that at the end of the month that will have an influence for the whole year, so that's very good. But I'll start with the Mercury Retrograde. So I know that if people have planets in Aries, they are a bit impulsive, and they in that way that they want things to proceed, they want things to continue, they want action because it's ruled by Mars, which is action. And with Mercury retrogrades, they're not there to annoy us, they are there because it reflects that we need to rethink things or a certain area of our life. And I will say what kind of area that is. For you it's the 11th house, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But it means that for you Aries people, that you will have the patience, you will need to have the patience in order for things that need to be reconsidered. That's the energy of the Mercury retrograde. It's in your, as from the 7th, it's in your 11th house for the whole month, up until mid-March. So it's going to be there for a while. And it means that it's a slowing down of that particular house it is in. So the best thing is just to accept it and to see why that is, understand it. And therefore, it's going to be maybe a nice Mercury retrograde for you. Now, what is the 11th house all about? Actually, it's quite nice. It's a nice house. The 11th house is definitely one of my favorite houses because it's a very social house, and it's a house of the future. It's a house of goals for the future. So you will have to be a bit patient with friends and patience with your goals for the future and how you develop them. So maybe a lot of you are rethinking about what they're going to do for the future, might consider work, that might consider very much in general, just the plans for the future. And that is really important. It's also the house of, it's the house of hope, the hope that you have and the focus that you want to put towards in order your goals to come true. So it's a really positive house, and I think you are gonna like that in doing that, even when it is a bit slow. So that is one thing, because also the sun is in there, in that house for the first half of the month. So it means that you need to reflect upon these things, and maybe it could also mean that a goal that you had in 2013, it's going to be a different one now. You're going to shift it, you're going to change it. And it's not bad, it's just different. And it's in Aquarius, so maybe a bit of unusual goals could be the case as well. Now the other thing that is very interesting for you, Aries people, is the shift of the nodes. And normally I wouldn't stand still so long with that, but now it's so important because it happens in the end of the month in a conjunction with your ruler, with Mars. So Mars is going to conjunct the North Node. That is a very important thing to mention. And it gives you a sneak preview. So what happens around the end of the month gives you a sneak preview of the whole year. And that is happening in your 7th house of relationships. So what does that all mean? The North Node, having that there, and having Mars so close, your ruler so close to that North Node, it means something. First of all, the North Node, it shifts, and it has been the whole year in Scorpio, in the energy, a very intense energy, committed energy. Now it's shifting towards your 7th house, which is more about, so you had the deeper stuff in life, reconsidering that, growing towards that, and now it's relationships, whether you're in it or not. That is the big beam for you in 2014. The North Node is where we need to go to, what we need to develop. Also, where we're not good at yet. So I'm not saying that you're bad at relationships. No, it only reflects that you need to grow a bit more, a bit faster towards that. That is what the this configuration is reflecting. It's just showing that you're going to put a lot of effort there, especially with your ruler Mars, the planet of effort. Maybe you're going to feel a bit obsessive. Maybe if you are single and there is someone coming into your life, maybe you're going to feel a bit of an obsessive nature towards, or fascination towards someone that you want to know. So have patience, but the thing is you probably won't. But it's giving you that flavor. It's not going to stay that obsessive nature of I want to grow towards more knowledge towards this person and towards how I deal with relationships. That's basically it. If you are in a relationship, it also is a sign that you need to grow faster into understanding that person that you are with. And it will take a while, because again, as I said, the North Node is where we're not really that good at. It's something that we haven't learned yet and that we need to learn. So big opportunities for the Aries people to do that. And very exciting as well, with Uranus there in your sign. You want to be, it's almost, you want to be independent. Uranus in your sign, but your ruler in that 7th house is also, you need that other person who is close to you, and you can really feel towards the end of the month, really feel that paradox that is going on. But whatever that unfolds for you, it means a sneak preview of great work that you're going to do, and a lot of work and effort you're going to do for the whole 2014 in relationships. If you work with clients, it's also an emphasis on improving the relationships between you and your clients, whether you are a dentist or a therapist, doesn't matter. If you work with people one-to-one. And the last thing is Chiron and Jupiter. There is a very nice, beautiful trine between Chiron and Jupiter. So Chiron is in your 12th house. It's in the house of Pisces. And Jupiter is now in Cancer, that is in your 4th house. So there is healing going on between those two houses, because Chiron is a wounded healer. It's where our pains are, but so the pains are for you a bit hidden and maybe have to do with old family patterns, but there's healing going on. There's an opportunity, especially with the father side, or with the relatives that from father side, there is like sort of a healing, nice energy going on there that makes you more peacefully with yourself. So very interesting month for you Aries people. If you are interested in a little bit more about Chiron, check my YouTube channel, check playlists, and you will find a Chiron playlist there. So it's not to play with, but it's to, you know, if you want to know a bit more about Chiron. And if you want all the reading, please do so as well. Put the links below. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next month. Bye bye.